This week's Seder, we see on Parshat Beshalach, there's so much to talk about. Sometimes the HaKadosh Baruch Hu brings a tzorah, brings something to a person, and the person doesn't know what to do. Person davens to Hashem, he goes to the Rebbe, he goes to his rabbi, he goes to the Admor, he goes to the Mekubal, and he tells him, Hetzachain, the matzav is very hard. Maybe you can help me to find a shidduch for my son. My son is 25 years old already. What will be with my daughter? She's 27. She hasn't got a job. And what will be with this person? And this person needs children. Why does HaKadosh Baruch Hu bring to each and every person in the world a matzav, a tzorah, something which troubles him? No one goes in the world, no one sits with his folding arms in a deck chair or lying on the seashore or lying in a sofa in his dining room with his feet up on the table and eating half a watermelon with ice, drinking a cup of whiskey with ice and say, why? I've got such a beautiful life. Everything goes so good. Or maybe why doesn't HaKadosh Baruch Hu give each person an easy life without coming to HaKadosh Baruch Hu? Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai says in the Mechilta of this week's Seder, why did HaKadosh Baruch Hu give us mon every day? Why did HaKadosh Baruch Hu give us mon once a month? Well, that won't go bad. It's all oichel ruchani. It's holy food. Holy food doesn't go bad. Nowadays, you buy bread. After a few days, the bread gets moldy. You buy bananas, you don't eat it, it gets black, and you can't eat it. You buy apples, you don't eat it, they get black. You buy food, you don't eat it, something goes wrong with it. Cake becomes moldy, and bread becomes moldy. If the mon is holy mon, why did HaKadosh Baruch Hu give us mon every day? Why didn't HaKadosh Baruch Hu give us mon once a week, or once a month, or once a year? And every day we'll take a bit of it, we'll eat it, we get satisfied, and we'll keep it for tomorrow. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai said HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us mon every day in order that we lift up our eyes to Hashem and tell HaKadosh Baruch Hu, please, I need you. If we get mon once a year, or once a month, or once a week, we'll do what we want all year round. And once a year we need to Hashem. We're knocking on his door, we say, my good king, my good father, I need you, here I am, I landed up over here. Like the story goes with this yeshiva bocher which went off the way, a true story, and the father, and he needed pocket money, and his father put money in his tefillin bag. He put money in his tefillin bag, cash, let's say $500. He put that in his tefillin bag, $500, and he told his son, put on tefillin. Why did you put in tefillin? So what's tefillin got to do with pocket money? You give me money, then I'll put it tefillin. The father says, no, you put it tefillin, then I'll give you money. Kid said, that's how the story went. Until the son came home after his tour, wherever he was, in Japan or in Bangkok, wherever he was. And the father told the son, why did you put it tefillin? If you would have put tefillin, or you would have found the money in your talis, in your tefillin bag. And then he opened the tefillin bag, and he said, here's the money. Yeah, the money was there in the beginning. If a person knows that HaKadosh Baruch Hu will answer us, we are zocher to daven 3 times a day. 3 times a day, we are zocher to stand in front of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, come to the shul, come to the synagogue, daven, Asher Yosef B'Secha Mincha, Ukobodois, Adonai Lo Hashem Olach Shachis. We stand in front of Hashem, and we say, Abba B'Shamayim, please, help us in every way. HaKadosh Baruch Hu brings a matzav to a person. HaKadosh Baruch Hu brings a tzorah to a person in order the person can daven. And some people have hard kite, and it's hard, and things are not going so easy, and the person davens to Hashem. A person stands in front of HaKadosh Baruch Hu and he davens. The Medrash says in this week's Seder, Mahu or Paroi Hikriv. What does it mean, a Paroi Hikriv? El Shehikriv es Yisrael Litshuva Sheosu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, HaKadosh Baruch Hu brings the Torah a trouble to a person in order that the person will do tshuva. And the Medrash says a line later, Omer Abrachia, Yofa hoisa krovas paroli Yisrael, mimea tsoimois et filis. It was nice that HaKadosh Baruch Hu would paroi to run after us. A guy's running away. A guy's running away from the Nazis. A guy's running away from someone running after him. He's running away, running away. The person cries, and he screams his head off. The Shimshon Pinkas brings down, there's 13 kinds of tefillahs. Tefillah Naka, Tzaka, Rina, 13 kinds of Lashoides of tefillah. That's what brought down the Shimshon Pinkas brings down in the Yaakov Shemoini, Shem Yaakov Shemoini, in Parshat Beshalach. 13 kinds of tefillahs, the shoyness of tefillahs, easy tefillahs, tefillahs b'toich rachamim. A person davens softly, a person screams his head off, a person davens this kind of tefillah, that kind of tefillah, za'ako, shav'o, na'ako, nipul, pilul, tachanunim, tefillah, a person, all kinds of lashonos, how a person davens to Hashem. Why? Yaakov Shemoini in Parshat Beshalach. Why? Why does he bring down Asor lashonos? Nikras tefillah 10 lashonos, not 13, 10. Why? Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants a person to daven. This Reuven davens like this, and Shimon davens like this. Reuven says slichas, davening, crying, and Shimon says slichas, happy, with singing. That's how it's brought down. Each person is different. Each person davens different. Each person davens to Hashem different. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants each person to daven differently. But HaKadosh Baruch Hu makes a person to be in a matzav of tzorah in order that the person should daven more and more quietly or loud or scream his head off. It makes no difference how. But each person has got his own way of davening. Kadosh Baruch Hu made Kriyas Yamsuf in order that the whole world will see how Kadosh Baruch Hu took us out from Mitzrayim. The whole world saw you Mitzri, you Egypt, you Egyptian, which you had Koiches Satuma, that no one ever ran away from Mitzrayim. They say there was like 400 entrances to Paro's palace, and in Mitzrayim there was over 60 gates of leaving Mitzrayim. No one ever ran away from Mitzrayim. They're all kisufim. If someone came to one gate where there are cats there, sitting in the Zohar Kadosh, that this cat started crying. A cat made out of kishuf, made out of magician, made out of kishuf. He started crying, and all the cats in his time made a meow. And this cat, one door was dogs, and all the dogs in Mitzrayim barked. And one door was lion, and all the lions in Mitzrayim. It's all Ma'aseh Kishuf. No one ever ran away from Mitzrayim. Here, Am Yisrael left Mitzrayim. And you Egyptian, you gypsy, you saw the Jewish guy running away. I'll run after you. I'll run after you. So the Jews said, hey, you run after me, run after me. What are the gypsies thinking? He ran into the Yam Suf, where everything is Maisilissim. These Egyptian gypsies, they lived in Mitzrayim all their life. They knew that this Yam Suf was water, which was very high water, and the waves came to very, very high, to 30 feet, 50 feet, 100 feet. Suddenly, he knew that everything is Maisilissim. He knew that there was never tunnels in this river. Suddenly, in the sea, suddenly Bnei Yisrael, there's this what he thinks he could also go through. What are the Mitzvahs think? He can go through the Nissim? Where's his seichel? But HaKadosh Baruch Hu did it dafka that the Mitzris coming on their horses, they'll see the waves in the sea like nekeva dikesusim, there's zoch nekeva, this female susimo in the sea, and this Mitzri is riding on the donkey, on the horse, which is a zoch dika, a male sus, and this male sus, that's what's written in the Medrash of this Parshas HaShavua. L'susosi b'rechvei paroi dimitich rayati. The sus, the donkey, he saw, the horse saw that in the sea is the female sus. It didn't look like it didn't look like it didn't look like water. It looked like a sus, looked like a horse. And this sus turned his head around and told the guy sitting on him, "Look what's going on in the water. I could see my wife's in there. My girls, she ran after him into the water to bring the Mitzi in the water." And all the Susim came dressed up with gold and silver, because Pari, the Michelta says, Pari gave all the Mitzrayim gold and silver. He said, "You run after them, I'll give you plenty of money." He was Meshachet them. All these Mitzrayim to go run into the water. But all was with one Indian, to be to all the Mitzrayim to get lost. So die. There's a lot to speak about, but there's the Kud over here you see. Maise Yodai Tovim Bayam, Am Yisrael, want to say Shira, Shira Sayom on Pesach, Odi Shvish on Pesach, even though we had that solo Mitzrayim, Chatzi Hallel. Only first day of Pesach is Hallel Sholem, but Shvish Pesach was the Ikenissim, is only Chatzi Hallel. Why? Maise Yodai Tovim Bayam. Atem Oimim Shiro. You can't say full Hallel. Maise Yodim. They saw him. They killed children in the sea and everything. But still the Maise Yodai Tovim Bayam. Mitzat Echad. Mitzat Sheni. The Mitzrayim running after us. Am Yisrael. Cry. Scream their heads off. To HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, yeah. I wanted to hear you cry. I wanted to hear how you daven. I was waiting for your tefillahs. I was waiting for your tefillahs. I wanted to see how you daven. I was so happy you daven to me. Of course I'll answer you. Of course I'll give you whatever you need. Maitze Yodai. One tefillah which the Am Yisrael did. Hekri v'Yisrael etz Yisrael l'tshuva she'osu. Yofa oisa kroves parali Yisrael. More than 100 fast days. That's what Kodesh Baruch Hu brought us. That's one of the nekudos we see in this week's Seder in Parshat Beshalach. B'Shat Hashem.